Hey everyone, it's Jen with Sweet N Sassy Stamps Creative Worship Team with a process video of my Bible page. I'm journaling 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 24 today. To begin this page, I am using the All in All stamp set from our new March release. And to prep my stamps, I always rub my stamps on my hands to kind of get the oils and the dirt from my hands. I know that sounds gross, but it gets the ink from my Stays On Black ink to really stick to those beautiful stamps, and they really produce beautiful images. So once that's done, I'm going to talk ahead so that I have time to talk at the end of my heart behind the page. So I'm going to just keep going on. Next, I'm going to pull out that crown of thorns and I'm going to stamp that around, and I used a little bit of washi tape on that to kind of make it look more rounded as a mask. And then at the very end, you'll see me pull out my itty bitty blossom stamp set and stamp quite a few little rosettes and flowers and some leaves. In doing so, I also will use masks using the same washi tape. So that kind of is my go-to when I can't find my masks that I was using originally. It's just so much quicker, and I can make the leaves look like they're going behind. It's just a really quick, easy way to create dimension and added interest to your page. Now let's talk about this verse in 1 Peter 2, verse 24. That I'm going to read it for you real quick today. It says, "He himself bore our sins in his body on the tree, that we might die to sin and live in righteousness. By his wounds you have been healed." I love this verse. I love the whole image of Jesus healing us and how without his sacrifice, we have no life. This whole idea and the image of new life and new growth sprouting from ugliness and death tends to be something I usually journal every year in my Bible. And I usually have a crown of thorns somewhere, some way, with some sort of rose. It's just kind of my thing. So this year, I'm using these sets to create this image, and I love the idea. I just love this. See, Jesus was there. Without him, without his death, there would be no life. And I think that kind of gets overlooked oftentimes. By dying, he took on all that ugliness, all that sin, all the world could ever do. And our new life and new growth only happens because of that death. In the fall and winter, we see leaves die, we see the plants wither, and all this has to happen because those seeds have to fall and hit the ground. And when those seeds hit the ground, they go under the ground and they're buried and they're dead. We think they're dead, but they're not really dead, you guys, because in the spring months, spring comes and that new life that was buried deep springs forth and becomes new life. It's the new life that we receive. We think it's dead and dormant, but it's new life. It's new growth. I hope this really encourages you guys and it fills you with some hope. I really want you to take hold of this Easter season and really see that God has beautiful plans for you, and he really did pay it all. He really did take on all that sin, all that ugliness that we sometimes can weigh ourselves down with. I want you guys to be grateful for that. Now, as I go on to finish up this page, I add a few more doodles and I use my watercolors, and this is my finished page, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I pray that this blesses you so much.